But anyway, your product will be safe for another 2 years. In GoPro Hero Max, you cannot connect an external microphone. So if you are a working professional like me, then it's a big no. Finally.
Hello everyone, my name is Aromal Sadish and welcome back to a new video on this channel. As you might have guessed, today I'm doing a bit of unboxing, a quick review of some of the product that I purchased for my motovlogging setup, and also my purchase experience with this website named imastudent.com. So basically this video is just to share some basic information which I have actually searched for but never got any answer in any of the videos in 2020. So I thought it's a good idea to share these information or updates to those who are actually planning to have a motovlogging setup in 2021. I've received this package a couple of weeks back, but it has taken a while to get down doing this actual unboxing. But I think today the time is finally here. So in the box we have our GoPro Hero 8. We have extra battery and a charger. We have this 3.5mm adapter. We have the Ulanzi G89 GoPro vlog case, and we have this Singo Lav S8 microphone which I actually have unboxed, and I'm using this mic to record this video.
Alright, now let's talk about the products. Okay, so this video is recorded using the GoPro Hero 8 with a Singo Lav S8 microphone connected using the 3.5mm adapter, which means I'm not using the TRRS to TRS converter. I believe with the recent updates from GoPro, we can directly connect the TRRS mic without using the TRS converter, and I think it works at least for the GoPro Hero 8. So the first question, why I selected Singo Lav S8 microphone over the Boya M1. So we all know the Boya M1 is a very common microphone, and I think almost all the YouTubers might have tried it. But there are few reasons why I selected the Singo over the Boya M1. The first point is, in Singo we don't have that on and off switch, which means when you connect the Singo microphone to any device, let it be your phone or your GoPro, it will automatically detect the device and will start recording. But in Boya M1 there is high possibility that we will forget to turn the switch on and our audio won't be recorded. The second point, the Singo is having a green LED indicator by which you'll be able to know whether the mic is working or it's recording. But in Boya, you don't have any such indicators. The third point, the Singo is compatible with both TRRS and TRS inputs. That means it doesn't need any converter. It doesn't need a TRRS to TRS converter. And also, I think the audio quality and noise cancellation is much better in the Singo Lav S8 than the Boya M1. The Singo cost around 1000 bucks, which is like 300 rupees extra than the Boya M1. But I think Singo justifies the price and can be considered over the Boya M1. The only con that I found with the Singo is a 5 feet long cable, which is difficult to assemble inside the helmet. So the second question, why I selected the Ulanzi case over the GoPro Hero Media Mode. So in Media Mode, if you want to change the battery, you need to unscrew this mount and you need to open the whole setup. But in Ulanzi case, you have the side opening, so you just need to open the lid, take out the drain battery, put the new battery in, and that's it, you are done. You're ready to go. It's just a matter of few seconds. But in Media Mode, it's a bit annoying to change the battery in between the ride and between your trip. Also in Ulanzi case, you have this raised bezel or the edge where we used to add the filter, but I think it will act as a protection for the lens from small scratches. But in media mode, you don't have this kind of protection. The lens is protruded outside. In media mode, you don't really need that 3.5mm adapter, so the whole setup will look very small and not bulky like in the Ulanzi case. Now the final question, why I selected the GoPro Hero 8 over the GoPro Hero Max. The first point, in GoPro Hero Max you cannot connect an external microphone, which means you cannot use the Hero Max as the primary motovlogging camera. But of course the Hero Max is a very good 360 camera for shooting some random 360 shots. The next point, though we can record the video using the single lens in GoPro Hero Max, that is the Hero mode, the maximum resolution available is 180p. So when you upload the video to YouTube or Instagram, there will be a lot of compressions happening, so the final video output will be average. It will come down, the video quality will come down. And the third point, though we can make some creative contents using the Hero Max, we need to spend a lot of time with it. So in GoPro Hero 8, you put the SD card, you record the video, and the video file will be ready in the SD card for you to edit. But in Hero Max, after recording, you need to reframe the video using a GoPro Hero app or a MacBook. Then you need to render it and export it to the gallery. Then only it will be available in the SD card for you to edit, which I think is a bit complicated and long process. So if you are a working professional like me who has only Saturday and Sunday to spare, then it's a big no. I mean, it's not practical. So these are the reasons why I chose the GoPro Hero 8 over the GoPro Hero Max. Alright, so I also got this extended warranty from Creative Peripherals. This card was there inside my GoPro Hero box. I don't know whether you'll get this if you buy the products from Flipkart or Amazon, but yes, you'll get it when you buy it from imustdone.com. So right now my Hero 8 is having 2-year warranty. One is the standard international warranty, and this additional warranty from Creative Peripherals. That's cool, right? But again, if you want to claim this warranty, you need to go to their website and register your product using the serial number on the box, and also the invoice ID from the bill that you get from the seller. But anyway, your product will be safe for another 2 years, and yes, conditions apply.
So before talking about the products, I really wanted to thank iMustDent for their fantastic service support, customer care, for their super fast delivery, and for this simple and neat yet appealing packaging. So whenever we wanted to purchase any products, especially the gadgets, the electronics, the very first thing that we'll do is to find out a good seller. So when I decided to purchase this camera setup, I saw a lot of people recommending imustdone.com. I visited their website and I was pretty much impressed with the website interface. It was very simple and it looked very genuine. I also called the customer service because I had a few queries about the products, and I was really satisfied by the way they talk and resolved my queries. I think I've called them like 10 to 15 times. On Jan 12, when I was in Bangalore, I ordered the GoPro Max. I ordered the product in the morning, and by the end of the day, I got a mail that my product is about to get shipped. But at that point of time, I wanted to modify my order. I wanted to swap this GoPro Hero Max with GoPro Hero 8. So I called the customer care and they accepted it. Even the last minute they accepted it. During that time, the GoPro Hero 8 was not there in stock with them. They told me that I need to wait for another week. I waited, and when the product came in stock, they called me and they informed that the product was about to get shipped. But at that point of time, I again wanted to modify my order. I wanted to add this Elancy case and a Singo Lab S8 microphone. They helped me with that also. They included those products and shipped everything together. So I was pretty much impressed by the way they treat the customers. I've never found such kind of a hospitality in any other commercial websites. So big thanks to the sales department of IMA Student. Also, they have something called customized payment or split payment. Which means if your total order amount is like 40,000 rupees, you can do a split payment. Meaning, if you have only 10,000 or 20,000, you can pay as a down payment, and the remaining amount you can convert it into a standard EMI. I think that is a very cool feature. I have never seen in any of the other website. Of course, they have the EMI option that is converting the total amount into EMI, like 15 to 16,000 per month, which is not affordable for everyone. But with this feature, with this split payment, instead of paying 16,000 or 14,000, you can pay just 6,000 or 7,000. So that is a very handy feature. It will definitely help those who wanted any product urgently and they don't have that much of cash with them. And also about the delivery in metro cities like Bangalore or Pune, they deliver within 1 day, and if your location is in Hyderabad, I think you will get the product within 8 hours. That is pretty amazing. For the southern part of the state like Tamil Nadu or Kerala, you will get the products within 2 to 3 days. So overall, I am really satisfied with imastudent.com. Again, this is not a paid review. I really wanted to thank those guys. That's why I thought of coming up with a video. Straight away, I'll give a 10 out of 10. And going forward, I will definitely recommend IMA Student over the other popular commercial websites because these people are very genuine and they are much needed for the time.
So these are the points I wanted to share. I don't know if it was worth sharing these updates. In fact, this was my first attempt with this camera, but I believe this might have helped at least few who is actually planning to have a motovlogging setup. Anyway, I'm winding up here today. Please post your comments, your suggestions, your feedback in the comment section. We'll see in my next video. Till then, take care, be safe. This is Aramal Sadesh signing off.